First of all, thank you. I'm so honored to receive this award. Brooklyn Community Foundation is a little over 10 years. We were established in 2009. And our charge for Brooklyn, like community foundations everywhere, is to build assets for the charitable need of Brooklyn. So that is what we do, fundamentally. And one of the very first things we did is a project called Brooklyn Insights. And I raise that because it established us as being a particular kind of foundation, and that is a foundation that really took seriously the word community in its name, which is creating a relationship with the community that was meaningful and that mattered. And so Brooklyn Insights was a way for us to establish a vision, establish a mission by having conversations with Brooklynites. But one of the themes that emerged was racial justice. This is long before George Floyd. And as an institution, we took that very seriously. So our grant making, our operations, our financial management, our board and our staff, all are infused with this value of racial justice. And I think that in many ways, it's what makes this community foundation very distinct for a borough that is almost 70% people of color. We may be one of the few foundations that are really funding community-based. And when I say community-based organizations, I truly mean community-led. These organizations are led by those who are most impacted. Our board members at the end of February started talking to me and just saying, you know what? We see what's happening, and Brooklyn's going to be hit very, very hard, and we need to do something. So the board committed to two things. One, to give personally, and two, to draw down more money from the endowment, which is critical, right? Because this is a time for philanthropy to step up and not to step back. And what's really critical about this fund is that this is a racially just response to COVID. It ties to what we knew ended up being true, which is that Black and brown people were going to be impacted by this crisis at a far greater rate than white people. And sadly, that came true. In the end, really what we saw was that Brooklyn itself mobilized, right? These were truly neighbors helping neighbors. And just as a reminder, the motto for Brooklyn is "In unity, there is strength." And I really think that that motto is not better manifest by what happened behind our COVID response fund. In just 16 weeks, which was our immediate response fund, in 16 weeks, we distributed $3.3 million to 420 organizations. It was really an honor to see every day generosity. The smallest gift we got was $5, and the largest gift we got was $250,000. 1,600 donors. So this is truly Brooklyn turning out for Brooklyn. Well, one thing I want to say, I think, particularly about St. Anne's and the Holy Trinity, and I think it's like Brooklyn Community Foundation, is that you really are led by your values. And I know that they're spiritual values, but they're clearly the values of social justice as well. An understanding of structural inequity, injustice, racial injustice, these matter, because these are impacting the daily lives, the lived lives of Brooklyn residents. And so I would say that for any organization doing charitable work, lean into those values of justice and of racial equity, because that will make a difference in the long run. And I would also say that be aware that the real experts in communities are those that are really embedded, that those are really impacted. I think that that's really critical, that understand that community members are the experts and we are here to help, but we need to start with them as the guide.